What do you think of nicotine as a cue? So I'm sure you're asking like the cue in terms of the formation of a habit. Dude, if you're not already a nicotine consumer, I wouldn't recommend it. It has like a few purported benefits. Neuroprotective, there's like new research coming out with its immunity benefits. I get the whole argument around nicotine. However, I believe that every man and woman, you should ideally have one vice. Ideally, you have zero, but like nobody's perfect. You should have one vice and just fucking own up to it. So maybe you're just a caffeine fiend. Like you consume like 500, 800 milligrams a day, a gram a day. It's probably a little bit too much, but who am I to say? But don't have more than one, ideally. So like with nicotine, if you're already consuming a lot of stimulants, you're like, man, nicotine looks pretty good. You could do a lot with that. You're right, but you're also adding another thing for your body to depend on for you to get you into the state that you know you want to be. Ideally, there's nothing between you and that super ultra deep focused state that you want to be in, that super duper locked in state. Ideally, there's no stimulant that you have to take to get into that state, right? But if there's one, okay, cool, take it, get in the state, do your thing. But if you have to have this whole freaking routine where you have to like, oh, I have to have caffeine, then I have to have my nicotine, and then I have to like do X, Y, and Z. Okay, what happens when I take those away? What do you have? What do you just turn into like a unproductive piece of shit? So I think the less that you can depend on in general, the better. And honestly, that is a good rule for life. The less you need to depend on, period, the better. The less you need to depend on a source of income. The less you need to depend on the opinions of others, the better. That's really what freedom is. Freedom is not acquiring all these material things, because ultimately those things are just like loading you down more and more and more. Like we all know some of the most like quote unquote free people on the planet, they're not attached to anything. They're not attached to material things. They're not attached to people. They just are. They just live.